We are live. This is yet again we are back at Kohler Grove. This is the season finale, Naturally Gnar, and right at this very moment we have Brett Unspoken.
What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
brother?
How's it going, guys?
Scott in the house on the co-host chat. What's up, Scott?
What's up?
Brett, how you doing, dude?
Oh man, excellent,
Dude,
excellent.
glad to have you.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be back with you boys.
Dude.
Missed you guys over the year.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, what many people don't know is that we got a long-standing relationship, friendship.
Yep.
Been rocking only a year, but it's gotten strong in that year.
Yeah.
And and then just to get a quick plug out to everybody, Unspoken mountain bike clothing and all kinds of apparel. You can find it in the Bentonville Bike Fest grounds, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Come find us. We're right next to Bentonville Bikes.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, right.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So,
That's a primo spot.
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think people will miss you at all. They'll be able to see that.
Yeah.
Right on.
So, dude, how are you liking Arkansas this time around?
Oh man. This place just never disappoints you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, and to have the full treatment from both of you guys is just unreal. I mean, I feel spoiled. I feel like a full spoiled.
That's so excited. He's ripping the headphones off.
There we go. No, but yeah, this place, man, it's unbelievable. I look forward to coming back every time we get something going here.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get you to get a little closer to the microphone here? That's all good, dude.
Better.
When you can hear yourself, they can hear you too.
All right.
But yeah, dude. So Unspoken, dude. One of the things I was telling people about the jerseys is like they're super comfortable and like they're easy to wear.
Yeah,
that was the first thing. I actually wore one on our ride when we went out to Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
When we hit Mad Hatter.
The tech tee.
I used the tech tee. Yeah.
Yep.
And it was like I didn't even really notice it. Usually, like when you're wearing something new, like you notice, you're feeling it. You're like, it's kind of like uncomfortable in like new wear, but like that, it was like so easy to break through that.
Yeah, we really worked hard on trying to design the tech tee just to make it like an everyday T-shirt.
Yeah.
We didn't want something super heavy, thick. It's gonna, we want something breathable that everybody's gonna love to wear.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what I like about tech tees. You're like, hey, I might not be riding today, but I'm gonna go out and get a pizza and a brew, and it's like I'm wearing on that shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with us too, is we try to make it fashionable as long as functional.
Oh yeah, dude. And like one of the cool things is like the designs that you got. I mean, like I really like the kind of like it's kind of there's some geometric stuff to it. It feels real like linear, but then also kind of offset.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So like that offset, I'm always a fan of like things kind of being in like random places and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if somebody were watching the show and wanted to check out Unspoken, then go to your website. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. We have a website, unspoken0803.com.
Okay.
And you can check out everything there. Follow us on Instagram, unspoken0803.
Gotcha.
You can get to the shop from there also.
Okay, gotcha. Well, we'll make sure to like put it in the description after the show. So anybody watching this post, you should be able to look in the description, find that. But if you are in Bentonville and you're watching this live tomorrow,
come see us.
You can just come
Go
check Brett out.
Yeah,
check
it out. Come try it on. Come feel it. Come look it all.
Yeah, and I'm sure you have like a pretty like stacked amount and diversity of selection.
We came pretty styled this year.
So. Yeah, and you can get fully kitted, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You have like full kits,
and we can do custom kits. So if you have some kind of idea of what you want to do, a colorway or a design or something, we can do that for you too. We can do a one-off of you. We could do a full run of stuff.
Right.
Wow. So you can.
We've really branched out this summer and done a lot of custom stuff for other teams in SoCal.
Gotcha.
There's been a lot of mountain bike crews down there that have reached out to us to do some stuff. So so we're always open to do other stuff for other people. I know that we've worked together.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So speaking on that, if you're near the Kohler Grove, you can come check out the new. And we actually haven't even really like announced this yet. So like this right here being the announcement that we have the dirt spray
the
Hero Dirt
kit You know, you can get your gloves and jersey.
Gloves and jersey.
Short
Yep.
sleeve jersey.
Hey, can't call it a full kit when we're with a dude that's got full kits. He's got full kit.
We'll have the full Gnarkansas kit next
One of
year.
these days, we'll do something.
Yeah.
We'll do something. Or
Unspoken
maybe we just do that as like the collab or something. You know what I mean?
That'd be sweet. Yeah.
I think that would be a good idea. Because I mean, like for us, like, you know, like we're not trying to put ourselves out there as like an apparel brand or anything like that. It's just like having jerseys for jersey's sake.
Yep.
But like, you know, doing a collab like that actually to me feels like a little bit more like tangible,
Yeah,
a little
more
more
beneficial for both of us.
it's totally beneficial. Yeah. And then we can also like collaborate on the design too, which I think would be cool.
Yeah.
You know? So I think we just brewed that just live, dude. We just live brewed that. That's good stuff.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm so blessed that we got to meet you guys last year and everything has worked out, you know, and we just, it's been great.
Yeah.
I'm really, really blessed to meet you guys.
Well, and you're coming out to Arkansas all the time.
Yep.
I mean, it's expensive, dude. And I appreciate you coming down, but it's like, it's a trip.
Yeah.
You know, we come to California all the time and you know, honestly, we haven't went to Cali and like rode with y'all.
Well, I did get a chance to ride with Scott this summer.
Oh, you jerk. Wait, you did. Vail?
Yeah, we did a Vail Lake Day.
That's right. Yeah.
So I always try to make sure that if you guys are coming to town, that we get to see you guys.
Well, and then we saw you at Sky Park.
Yep.
And you're always kind of at Sky Park. I mean, like you're kind of like a local vendor there in some way, right?
Matter of fact, we just saw the owners of Sky Park.
Oh, they're here?
They were here. I saw them last night at Jeremy's place. And,
okay.
They were just so thankful of everything
that's rad.
Them. And likewise, too. I mean, they've been so great for me. Being such a small brand, starting off, trying to build this thing, they've been so great to us. So
right. So what's it like being a small brand and like trying to push an agenda in a market that has like big brands doing what you're doing?
You know, it's really tough, and I'm doing it all by myself. So these events is where we really thrive. You know, the events like these big events at Sky Park. That's where we really get it out. And it's great to like go to those events and see the people wearing your stuff, you know?
Yeah. Dude. We were just talking about that. It's so kind of the same thing for us. You know, we do well when we're on site rather than just.
It's tough to compete with Fox and Troy Lee on the website.
Like when you're online.
Yeah, because they're so big and they have so much product, you know, and they can sell it for so cheap.
Right.
For me, I'm such a niche guy. Like, we do one-off runs of stuff. You know? We won't order like a max order of 50 jerseys. That's a lot for us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we try to do. For me, I want to do a different design all the time. I don't want to stay with the same thing. I want constant change throughout the brand.
Yeah, you know? That's a super good point, because like when people are trying to like rock the brand, one of the things that like we're kind of fortunate. We have a one like logo shirt that's kind of like our primary shirt. But then when it comes to like new stuff, like if somebody's a supporter of the brand, they're not going to buy the same thing over and over. Yep. So you're going to have to give them something new if they want to like be stoked on the brand and promote the brand, and they want to buy new stuff. You're going to have to put out new stuff. Yeah. And I think that that's something that's in this like current era of product, you know, like is being fresh with new models.
Yeah, I think you have to be to stay competitive, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's the name of the game right now.
For sure.
And I'm learning as I go, you know? Like, my background was snow. I came from the snowboarding industry into this. And so this is all new to me. I'm coming from the athlete part into the owner part, the aspect of trying to do all the designing and the ordering and then figuring out what works best for pricing and where we should go for here and there, you know? So these are all things that I'm learning as I'm going.
No, that's cool.
So,
you know, there's a lot of, I've actually noticed a lot of like crossover from snow into bike. Just kind of like we talk about it all the time, because we have like crossover from skate. And that's like, we hear it all the time when people walk up to the booth, like, oh man, I used to skate. And it's like, yeah, we know. And like, I didn't know, but I knew.
But I know where you're coming from.
I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, at least I would say probably at least every event we go to, I run into somebody that I know through the snowboarding.
Through snowboarding?
you know, and it's
That's
just
great.
everybody's transitioning into the biking industry because snow's a dying industry. You know, it's so hard to predict the winters now.
Yeah.
So mountain biking, you can go ride your bike anytime you want. Right?
Yeah,
dude, and you can ride when it's cold, hot, whatever.
Yep. So,
snowing.
Yeah. So
it's all season, every season.
So you got any events coming up past this one? I mean, obviously you're here booked for this, but
I'm
what's
here
next?
for this, and then I'm home for 4 days, and then up to Sky Park for Bike Fest there. So
I knew it. Oh, that's right, because the Bike Fest there, like,
it's a legit fest. Yeah, they've got a bunch of vendors.
Last year we were trying to do it. Yeah. When you guys were here, we were going to just load up and just, hey, we'll see you next week.
Oh, that's right.
We couldn't pull it off.
So
we've moved it to the August one, and that's you ripped some laps with those.
Yeah, and that's what's the event that's in August? Like,
that's the Rolling Circus, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that
was Rolling Circus.
Rolling Circus, and then they actually do 2 Bike Fests a year.
Okay,
so
got
that might have been the second Bike
Fest.
Fest.
It was. You're right.
So they usually do like, I think they try to hold like 4 or 5 big events throughout the year.
Gotcha. One of the things that I saw on the and I'm curious if you did this was there's the like track trolley thing that cruises through, but there's a bike attachment that you can get on there.
I haven't tried it yet.
It's so wild looking.
Yeah, they're supposed to have it. I was talking to Melissa last night about it, and they're going to have it open for Bike Fest. It hasn't passed OSHA yet.
Oh, I bet.
But, they're going to, like, if you sign the waiver, they're going to let people try it out. It looks pretty legit.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a monorail system that's on basically a pedal bike, and you just sit up there and you ride. It's up above the whole park.
Yeah, so you're like above the park, kind of like, because they do tours where you can cruise it, but like on a bike, it just sounds hilarious.
Pretty rad, yeah.
And like,
so does it go like through the trail so you can see people?
It goes there, it literally
the property,
goes around
all the
whole
property.
Yeah, and it's all above everything. So you're like up pretty high, so you see everything. It's cool.
That's cool.
So,
yeah, and the one thing I was curious though is like, is it like geared? Like, can you change the gearing?
It's a one gearing thing.
It's one gear. So. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
But I'm not sure. I don't know. I haven't really seen it yet. I know they've just been doing a ton of testing on it. So
it looks insane. Like, if anybody's watching live and wants to go check it out, go to the their Instagram page is where I saw it.
Yeah.
And it's like the thumbnail. It's like, what am I looking at? You know, it's pretty wild.
Sure.
It's pretty wild.
Cool. It's pretty cool to see that place. Like, they've done a fantastic
Sky
job
Park.
on revamping it.
Sky Park. Well, dude, when we went up there last August, like, I will be very, very honest about this. And, Sky Park owners, if you're listening, honest opinion, I love the place, and I was so amped to go because, like, I remember Santa's Village as a kid.
Yep.
And so when we went back, I was like, oh, we're going back. This is gonna be vibing. It's just gonna be the vibe, and it was cool. Like, everything going in, I was feeling it, and we got to the trails, and the trails were good, but then we went to and the vibe was good. I want to put that out there, that like the way that everything's set up and the vendors and the little bar that's in the middle, it's sick, dude. If you go if you're in Big Bear, near Big Bear, go. But then we went to Snow Summit, right?
Oh yeah, you got spoiled with.
We went to Snow Summit, and boy, dude, it was like night and day difference of terrain. Maybe terrain. It was terrain and elevation.
Yeah, you're actually a lot higher up for sure.
A lot higher up. Yeah,
you got the lift chair.
So you got the lift chair. I don't think I was looking at so much of the spoiling of it. It was just like the downhill and the speed.
Oh yeah,
was like
it's twice
in the length of the trails. 10, 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with Sky Park, is they're so limited with the amount of space they have.
Sure.
And they have a lot of plans to expand that place. And this summer they built 2 new trails. I believe they're working on another one right now. So they do have plans to make it a little bigger.
The concepts are real similar to here.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good point.
There's like
that's a good
4
point.
different trails, and they're shorter.
Well, and they have a lot of plans too. Is like, that's kind of why they came out to check out this festival, because they want to make like Sky Park. They want to do a big they want to change it, not do 2 a year maybe so much, but maybe just do one big one.
Yeah,
right.
So
that would
something
be cool.
like this.
Well, dude, honestly, like, conversation, like, kind of like getting in front of me, was like, I was like, they could really build similar to here, kind of like lean into flow trail, because honestly, like, that's why people come here. It's like, let's get that plush, baby. Let's get that roll.
Bring your e-bike.
Bring your e-bike. This is like e-bike territory,
e-bike
dude.
capital right here.
Totally. They should just change.
I rode my normal bike last year, and I was like, no.
I was like, bro, you guys got to figure out how to get your e-bikes up there next time, because we're gonna need to cover some ground.
Well, I'm the pleb over here that's got the Amish bike.
I'm telling you, bro, I'm starting that GoFundMe.
Start that GoFundMe.
GoFundMe for Brandon. We're doing it.
I do need it. I do need that GoFundMe. I paid for all of this stuff, and now I'm out of money.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Honestly, like, funny enough, this place totally is like e-bike.
Yeah.
Like, friendly.
Yeah.
Like, if you're coming here and like you're like looking for the laps,
e-bike. Yeah.
Or even just coming here for 3 or 4 days, man. If you want to see as much as possible, man, e-bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Just see. And the nice thing is you can ride pretty much everywhere.
Oh yeah.
That's the awesome part.
Well, dude, and then also, like, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the shameless plug, even though I'm not affiliated, but the treatment from like having a YT mill here, where like, so like, to tell the story, we were at Mad Hatter, and we all meet up. It was our first ride. You showed up. We get to the trail, and we get to the bottom, and you're like, ain't working.
Yeah, my bike.
It's like we're at the bottom of the trail, and the e-bike stops working. It's like, oh dang! Like, first run.
Yeah, first
run
on my birthday.
On the birthday run, dude. And so, like, you pack up, you head to the YT mill, and they took care of you.
Yeah, the boys over there take care of me. Yeah, Eric and I'm so thankful for everybody at YT too, and everything that they do for me and all of us. They're really good to us. So.
I mean, they really do seem like a somebody. This is like, I was just listening to somebody talking outside, and they were talking about the difference between it was new homie Owen.
Yeah,
he was talking about the he was on a trek, and they were talking about Trek Superstores and how like hospitable they were, and then right after, he was like kind of processing it, and he said, but YT, man, I can't stress how good they were to me, and it's really making me think what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah, he got himself in a big pickle, man.
Oh, he did.
Lost his bike on the flight. Like, he didn't lose it, but the lines.
No, they didn't get it on the plane, so they put it on another plane. So he gets here Saturday, spending thousands of dollars to be here. And he went 4 days without his bike.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Technically, but so he went over to hang out at the YT mill and started telling them what happened. And they're like, "Well, here, take our bikes and demo it." And every day he got to demo another bike.
Yep.
Just to keep him rolling. Like, how cool!
And that's the beauty of those guys. They'll pretty much bend over backwards for you.
Hell
yeah.
That's the nice part about YT. And I mean, the mill is beautiful.
Look, dude. I definitely saw the pictures.
So,
I haven't been there yet, but it looks dope.
Friday night
opening.
YT mill
7 to 11
is the party. Grand
opening
party.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll up.
But yeah, all right. I'll throw my bike brand under the bus just to like to present the differences. Is like, I have a Polygon. And Polygon is like direct to consumer, online only. And the bike's great. Like, I love the bike. I love everything about it. Their private label components are great, but I don't have anybody to call.
Yeah.
I don't have anybody to talk to. I don't have anybody to like interface with. Now, I will say Bikes Online does a great job of being like the facilitator for the like the US market. And funny enough, there is a great support system for Bikes Online, but it's still online.
Yeah.
And there is that component of just being like,
what are you gonna do? Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Like, I was missing on my dirt jumper. It's got lockouts.
Okay.
And I lost an Allen out of one of them, and it's a really specific part. There's nowhere I can get it here. They have to send it from the factory.
Oh yeah.
And, like, overseas.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, all right, I guess I'll do it. But it's like, I'm just gonna wait, indefinitely.
Yep.
Until it comes.
Well, now it's like I have the mill here.
Yeah, mill right there.
Oh man, I'm so spoiled.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Just like being able to like literally go from like place to place, and it's like hotspot to hotspot. You're talking about like San Diego and Arkansas, like arguably some of the coolest places to take your mountain bike. There's a YT mill.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're just having some difficulties with your bike, and you could go to any kind of bike shop, but you're going to
a YT mill.
You're going to
mill and
the
brand. Hey, something's going down with my bike. You know what's up.
And they know what's wrong with it most of the time. They're going to be able to fix it in a heartbeat.
Well, and that was the thing with your situation, was that it was like an internal cabling system, and you're like, I don't really want to like get in there, but like I would rather have the bike brand take care, because they know exactly what the deal is.
Yeah, and it was fixed in 10 minutes.
And you were back. This is so hilarious. This is so hilarious. You literally, we were still riding. You went to the YT mill, got the bike fixed, came back, and we were still sessioning, and you still were a part of that same session.
Yep. Yeah, I still got like 45 minutes.
That's so dope, dude. That's Arkansas.
That's rad.
That's Arkansas, and that's YT mill combined. That's like the power of the two.
Yeah.
So, and like, the other thing too was so talking about Mark. So the segment PR, he came without a battery.
Yep.
Just able to get a battery from the local mill.
So great.
Yeah.
The battery. So yeah, that's gonna be good.
Just to have that local support. For the brand.
Yeah. It'll be nice. And I think they'll sell so many more bikes too. Once everybody sees like the power of that, the brand.
Oh, dude, it's already
the
happening.
Backing behind
it's already happening.
All the good times these guys throw.
It's already happening, dude. Yeah. You just peek on the trail. You're like, YT.
Yep.
YT.
Yep.
YT.
I consider that the first brand bike that I've bought, even though I bought a Trek was the first thing I bought, but I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And once I figured out what I was doing, and I bought a YT Jexy immediately, and I'm just
I went from a 26-inch Santa Cruz Blur to my Jeffsy, and that was like a game changer from there. And then when I got on the Decoy, it was like, this is insane.
Where have you been on that?
So
totally.
And all the guys I ride with in SoCal all ride e-bikes now. So it's the same thing.
So. I mean, I honestly, like, I can say a similar thing about Polygon. So like, when I got into, I came from Trek too. And Trek, great brand. I often refer to them as the Toyota of mountain bikes. Because they're just like, you're guaranteed something. You're guaranteed that product. But then when you start to kind of like get into the niche of what's the bike for me, I got into Polygon, and I did kind of immediately fall in love. And when you get a bike that like just works for you, it's like, it really is the vibe.
Yeah.
And then, and they actually just released an e-bike that seems to be pretty competitive as well. Also falls in the, I have the Siskiyou T8, and it's also a Siskiyou like framework that is just e-bike adapted.
It's probably same reach and everything.
Same reach, same kind of frame design and stuff like that. But so I'll definitely check that out. But like, I can't say that I'm not tempted by all the YT stuff. It's just
and
it's
honestly,
all over.
Honestly, for the price,
you're
going to pay for that bike.
Yeah,
you are getting a top quality bike.
Yeah.
I mean, the components on it are good,
right?
And they're going to back it 100%.
Yeah, so they just fit your style though, bro.
Yeah.
You're like a dirt jumper mountain biker, like getting perfect.
It's a dirt jump mountain biker that skates,
and you're a skater.
You fit right into the brand.
It fits
right into the good times.
It fits right in. Yeah. The live uncaged.
Yep.
TM or TM or registered. It's something. It's something. But and then also like, and YT is just like, them coming into town, they've just kind of like set a precedence. It's like, we're here, we're doing stuff, we're trying to make a presence, and really just like be the same thing that they were, because I've noticed the vibe in San Diego for YT. They're trying to bring that same thing here. Is as far as like San Diego goes, you guys see a lot of like YT there?
That's all I see.
yeah.
That's all. I mean, I would say 85% of SoCal
Hey,
guys are YT.
when I first
Yeah.
moved here, because everything's YT.
Yep.
And when I
Seriously.
first moved here from San Diego, I didn't see a YT.
No, you didn't see one YT.
None.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like the only dude rolling around on a YT, and now they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why I changed mine. You know, I
Oh
did
yeah, you
custom
switched it up.
paint
Custom
job.
paint job. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
man,
totally.
I'm gonna kind of change it up a little bit so mine stands out a little bit better.
Mhm.
And it does too. I mean, literally, you got 2 compliments while we were just like at the Gnarkansas
Yeah.
booth.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
like,
everybody loves your bike.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the guys will just take it over and put it in the booth tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wink, wink,
Yeah,
wink. Come on, guys. Come on,
custom
guys.
paint jobs.
We're over here. Man.
That's funny. Oh yeah, it's because it's all unspoken.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's tight. And honestly, too, I think it's funny. You did the custom paint job on your own bike. And first off, dude, kudos for going for it.
thanks, brother.
People won't go for it.
Yeah.
I'll go for it.
I'll go for
I've
it.
painted a couple
Yeah.
bikes in my time.
Yeah.
But people won't throw some paint on that bike. It's a scary thing. It's so expensive.
Yeah, it is expensive. Luckily for me, I had another one. So
okay.
It's like this was my backup bike, and it was just the frame.
The frame.
was sitting,
Yeah.
So I was out for about 5 months. I had to have some surgery. So
Gotcha.
I was so eager to get back on the bike and going nuts, not being able to do anything, just sitting in full downtime. So I was like, I got to come up with something to do. So
Yeah.
a little side project, and it worked out good. So
That's great.
That's why I bought an e-bike. I had knee surgery, and I can't ride for like 3 months. I
Downtime.
need something to
Downtime.
do. I can't ride. I'm just gonna buy an e-bike that I can't ride.
That you can't ride. You did buy it when you were like,
But
bro.
you get it all put together, and you're like, all right.
Yeah.
And then
Now what?
Then it fizzles out again. You're like, no, I'm bored again.
It was funny. Dude was still like in his like brace,
Yeah.
and he's like buying a bike.
When I met Scott, he was in his brace. He rode.
Oh yeah,
I was terrified to get out of it.
Well, are you still in the brace, Scott?
I wear sleeves now, but
okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
but you've lost the brace
the
now.
robo brace, I don't
Okay.
wear it anymore.
Gotcha.
I finally kicked it. So.
You started to get like identified for the brace for a while.
I'm the dude with the brace.
Dude with the brace, yeah.
I was like going, no, I don't want to be the dude with the robo brace. Like, I got to get rid of this.
And then eventually it turns into who's that dude with the broken leg that always rides? Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you did drop the hammer with
A
that
broken
thing?
leg?
And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
It's like it's just supporting me.
Yeah. It's a just in case thing. That's all it really was.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Speaking of drop the hammer, so last year,
Drop
me
the
and
hammer,
me
yep.
and Scott, we were drop the hammer buddies for the first
Oh
time.
yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
first time I did,
broke
Broke our
pop the cherries.
Yeah,
Yep,
cherries,
on the same time.
That
Yeah.
was a very special thing that we'll always get to
yeah,
share
we
together.
always
bro.
look at each other. So
Yeah. So
we have that little
You guys are over here.
after
Yeah.
this is PG, but anyways, we're puckered up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Puckered up.
Yeah.
That's tight. No, honestly, and shout out to Kohler Mountain Bike Reserve. Appreciate the support. Season 3 sponsor. It's been great. And I actually talked about we're gonna have Geo, one of the Kohler directors, fill in. I'm not really sure. Their positions are changing right now. But anyways, I was talking to her and we were talking about like Kohler, and a lot of times when people come to Northwest Arkansas, they're coming to experience Arkansas and the trails that it has. And I said, guaranteed, everybody's list, Kohler is like in the top 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was it for you?
Oh yeah, because we had built it up for months and months.
About Drop the Hammer.
It was
Yeah.
like I got a video every day sent to me about Drop the Hammer. Hey bro, we're gonna hit this. This is the drop. we're gonna
That's
hit.
great.
This is the thing we're gonna hit. This is the only big feature we need to check off. And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. But then when you roll up on it, it's like, oh,
Yeah, when you're home watching videos and stuff, you're like, hell
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we're
I
gonna
got
do it.
that.
But when you get there, you start going.
yeah, you roll up on it, you look at it, it's like, that's
big.
big, dude. You
That's
know,
big.
like you
Yeah.
go up. I'm about 6 foot, and I couldn't even touch the top of it. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's pretty big, dude. And then
Yeah.
4 days of build up, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you get the boys out sessioning.
That's
and the
right.
hype gets going. And
That's
then
right.
It was on. Me
Dude.
and Scotty were like, let's do it.
Yeah.
If we die, we're sharing an ambulance.
Yeah. We're gonna split it.
Split the ambulance ride. Split an Uber ride.
You're barely alive going, hey,
Yeah.
we're going to split
We're
this.
gonna split- yeah.
Just
We're gonna high five each other high in the ambulance.
Hell yeah.
But,
But,
that was a great experience.
It's a good drop too, and I actually encourage anybody that, you know, if you have some like level of like, I would say like bluish black, you know, more closer to the black skill level, and you're here,
You should do it.
you should do it.
Yeah.
It's like Scott says, it's a lot more bark than bite, you know, and it's
Sure.
very, very intimidating when you roll up on it because it's a blind landing.
Yep.
You're going Mach 10 when you hit the ground.
Yeah.
You know, so
And you also are unsure about speed, and
Yeah.
so I will say, you know, find somebody to like tow you in,
Yeah.
because I think that's something that's real beneficial, is to like
that's key.
get the timing.
Yeah.
But you know, honestly, like it's, you know, I can say this indefinitely. This thing was like engineered to work.
yeah.
So like when you leave, when the trajectory, and then you're at trail speed, right, proper speed, pedal speed, you know, you'll go into that, and I've seen people send it deep
Oh yeah.
and still make it.
Yep.
You know,
Uh-huh.
but honestly, the best reference I've ever had is that I remember being a kid and like rolling like off of like a hill, and I try to like send it off the hill and then just land in the grass, like wherever
Yeah.
my tires caught up with me. And like, that's how I feel Drop the Hammer
Oh
is.
yeah.
You just
Yep.
like
You just
roll
roll it.
off, and if that hill point was just deleted from space,
Yep.
and you landed where you land, that's the drop.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's so easy.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like once we finally did it, it was like, oh my God, dude, that was
Yeah.
so easy. And
Yeah.
it's like we built that up
Built it up so
and it was like,
much.
dude, you know?
And when you come back, like most people kind of witness it whenever as it's going down, but like most people are coming for. I never even thought about this, dude. It's hilarious this is even coming to like fruition right now. But like people come for the drop,
Oh yeah.
but most people, when after the drop, you session the step up after.
Yep.
You're not actually coming for the drop. You're sessioning the step up after.
But that's the beauty of the whole experience of, I think I wouldn't have it any other way, because the build up to it sometimes sometimes could take days. It took me a year.
Yeah.
They shred it all the time, and I'm just not doing it.
Yeah.
And then we got so close to the bike fest that when you guys were coming, I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm gonna just save it for the bike fest. That's when I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
And the build up, and then when you do it and you have that, oh my God, it was so easy. But that's part of it.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to trade that in for anything.
No,
Yeah.
no, that the butterflies and the anticipation of
Yep.
it, and then the hype after
The
you
hype,
make it,
yeah.
and your fucking buddies are
Yeah.
all there, and they're
Yeah,
high-fiving,
best,
and
dude.
everybody's fucking screaming.
It's
That's the best feeling in the world.
It's
you know?
it's literal ultimate stoke.
Yep.
Like I mean, we come from skate, and like there's like, you know, the stoke of you landing a trick, and it's like, I mean, and you know, snowboard,
Yeah.
same deal.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, same deal.
Well, it's like I went home last year and I told everybody's like, how was Arkansas? How was Arkansas? And it's like, dude, I've traveled around a lot of places, had some seriously most amazing trips in my lifetime. And that trip last year was hands down one of my favorite trips ever,
Dude.
ever. And it was because of you guys, all the boys were here. You know, we shared so many firsts together. It was just a great experience.
Yeah, well,
You know?
dude, no, I appreciate the sentiment, and also too, like, you know, we were talking about Eric Riding Dirty.
Yep.
He had that video after that he made called The Stoke,
Yeah.
and I was talking about like how like it's so easy for us to share our stoke, to like it's second nature.
Yeah.
Like we don't even think about it. We
Yep.
just want other people to like have the same stoke that we have,
Oh, yeah.
that takes you to land something, you
Yeah.
know, to break a barrier, like Drop the Hammer.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think that's what he was showcasing in that video was Drop the Hammer. But it was like, you know, like being around all of us,
Yeah.
and like, you know, and we're here supporting you
Yep.
doing it too, because like you were reserved.
Yeah.
You were
Oh, yeah.
were pretty
I
reserved.
was terrified. I will
Yeah.
flat out tell you I was fucking terrified.
And Scott,
I was terrified.
because Scott did it at the same time,
Yeah.
and like and I could see both of y'all kind of like sizing it together, but also looking at each other like he's ready to.
Yep.
He's ready to. I'm ready.
Yep.
Let's do
that,
this.
that was
you know?
part of it. That was part of it, since we both shared that exact same like feeling.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where it's like we're both looking at each other like, if you do it, I'm doing it.
Yep.
There's just no, I'm doing
Yeah.
it.
If like you start
We're
pedaling,
dying together.
Yep.
You know,
if you start pedaling,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start pedaling.
And that was the video too. The stoke was like
Yeah.
the buildup of the anticipation of drop the hammer. You know, we had months of it building up
Talking
to
about it.
talking
Yeah.
about it, and then we get here and we see it and we size it up, and then like those guys just go for it, and then it's like,
Love it.
oh man, I feel like such a pussy.
Oh,
These guys
yeah,
are-
I
these
know,
guys
I
are
know.
fucking out here just going for
Yep,
it, and I'm
yep.
still here reserved about
Yep,
it.
yeah.
It's like, you
I know that feeling.
but it's like, you know, you can do it.
Yep.
You know
I know that feeling.
You know, you have the confidence and the skills to do
Yeah.
it, but it's like, fuck, man.
Dude.
Do the consequences outweigh the good?
Yeah.
Well, because
It's like-
you love mountain biking so much and you have so much fun, and you look at this thing and you're like, this could end me.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
This could end me.
This could end me, and I'm not ready to be done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, should I do it? You know?
Well, and that's why I was
Yeah.
like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it on the last day. So if like I want to enjoy myself while I'm here,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
wanna
want to
get all the
fucking be
good stuff.
broke, you know?
Yeah.
I do the worst
You know,
thing
do the last
last.
thing
Yeah.
worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
No, and I mean, like, and you know, I can say that, like, you know, drop the hammer is like a chill thing for me. I do it all the time. I mean, I can throw a little couple tricks here and there, but like, really, like, I even encounter stuff where it, like, I'm on my growth progression, and I'm encountering some. I have to go ride some.
You have
some
your drop the hammer.
I have some jumps that I can't talk about it, but I have some jumps that I'm gonna go ride, and like they're very big, and it's intimidating.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like you said, it's like, this could end me if I do this wrong. This could end me.
Well,
You
Like,
know,
you know you can do it.
I know I can
But
do it. Yeah.
you got to be A1 on your
yeah,
game.
and that's how it is at home too. You know, the trails that we ride at home.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
especially
Oh, yeah.
Laguna.
Oh,
like
dude.
Laguna, you,
You
have
guys-
to be on your A
Bro.
game there, and it's
No,
like,
you guys harder. It's harder. Your trails are harder. I'm saying it now.
They are.
SoCal trails.
We were beginner intermediate riders when we went
Yeah,
out there. I was
yeah.
like, oh my god, all
Yeah.
the sand and sliding around.
Yeah, it
dude,
definitely
ruts.
makes you a way
Yeah.
better rider.
Yeah, for
it
sure.
does.
For sure.
It's like I was saying, like for snowboarding, if you could ride on the East Coast, you can ride everywhere.
Right,
You know, it's
right.
all
Right.
guys.
Right.
That's how Cali gets sometimes too.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
like, you know.
That's nice.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm having some technical difficulties again. I don't know what it is. I'm having some trouble with my cameras, but I'll go ahead and wrap it up. We still got audio. I can tell audio is recording, so we at least got that. Dude, I appreciate you coming,
I love you guys, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Thanks
so
for
much,
coming.
dude. I appreciate everything you guys have done
Yeah.
for us,
dude.
So,
Yeah.
Same. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the trails.
Later.
Ciao.
See ya.